The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
You got that one right. You got caught. Yeah, Rep. Yeah. It's an obvious call. Come on, set. Yellow. Blaster, stick.
Now a first down throw for Young. Flush to his right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at their own 23. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. That's good for 28 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Slot man moves right.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Again, that's Watkins. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
They go play action with Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And finally taken down at the 15. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Second down, here's Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Out route pass complete to Goddard.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
The second down throw for Young. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Young. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And Raheem Blackshear now to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Okay.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Sidney Brown with it.
And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He's got it.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Hurts.
And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10
In it to win
at
it.
their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. He's got room to roam.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith,
45 yards.
and the Eagles have opened the lead up to 30.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
forced out, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Eagles are pouring it on. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. Down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles just continue to roll. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into.
He's got him in, complete. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Young. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out.
And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Tackle made by Justin Evans.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Looking to throw, Young. He's got Hurst, his tight end. He's going to have the first down and then some. Off to the races. Down the numbers. There he goes.
Moving inside the 20.
Touchdown, Carolina. Hayden Hurst taking it in.
And the Panthers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though
the defense loses him, it's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. But first down, Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Steps away. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Second and goal from the 1. Now back to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Panthers 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They go play action with Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Here's Smith to return it.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. 1st and 10, Young. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Young working out of the gun. And now here's another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Sanders is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
Panthers 14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Down inside the 10.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Panthers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter from Charlotte.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession 4th quarter lead.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now here's Young.
That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen.
Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got a man. It's Brown. He's got room to roam. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back to throw again. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Being chased out left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.